Hi everybody, welcome back to IELTS Master. Today we are going to video number 6 and the topic for today's reading is going to be culture. Culture is important. Culture is everywhere, right? We have the Vietnamese culture, the American culture, the Chinese culture, or the Indian culture. Every country, every people, every nation has some culture of their own. That will be the topic of the reading. And for the contents, we'll focus on the two skills, matching headings and matching phrases. Well, we actually did some matching headings and matching phrases in the previous videos, but now I want you to take another chance to review the two skills so that you can do better in your test. Okay, are you ready? Now, here we go. First, we'll start with matching the headings. For example, we have lots of headings like these, and I ask you to match the headings with the paragraphs inside the passage. Always remember, if you want to match the heading, you gotta scan, right? And before you scan, you have to know what to scan for. That is why you need to underline the keywords. 5 seconds, underline the keywords. Okay, I'm just kidding. Now, these are the keywords that you may want to underline as you read. Of course, everyone has a different way to look at the different keywords. But these are the keywords that I will use to help myself when I was scanning the text. Alright? Now, I will get you through the practice with only 2 paragraphs, A and B. Very short. Very simple. Now, we'll first start with A. And I have 4 headings for you to match. Which is the best heading for A? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Go. Well, normally, in order to find out the heading of a paragraph, you will look at the first sentence. The first sentence is normally the topic sentence, and it carries the main idea. So, culture is a term for which it's very difficult to give a precise meaning. It's difficult to give a meaning to culture, and it's problematic, alright? And so, the best answer for this is 1 or 2. It should be the second one. The problem of explaining what culture means. Because culture can mean different things to different people. It's problematic when you try to define it, to tell somebody else what it means, alright? It's difficult to give a precise meaning. Paragraph B. Start. Well, again, as I mentioned, you may want to look at the first sentence. So let's look at the first sentence now. Anthropologists have proposed over 100 different definitions. And a number of these variations on the idea of the culture is a shared form of shared patterns of behavior, and this kind of definition is something. Alright. Sometimes if the first sentence is not the topic sentence, it will be the second one. Right? The first one is like the introduction, and the second one will be the topic sentence, the main idea in there. So here, according to the second sentence, we see that culture consists of shared patterns of behavior. Your answer will be 3. A definition of culture based on shared behavior. It's not one, it's not based on meaning. This one is based on behavior. That's it. Very simple. So once again, in order to do matching easily, you gotta scan. Before you scan, you gotta find the keywords. Keyword, scan, and look at the topic sentence. Normally the first one, but sometimes the second one. Alright, very easy. Now, we will do the next type of exercise, which is matching phrases. Matching phrases is similar to matching the endings that we did in the previous video. It's a little different though, because in a matching phrase exercise, they give you like 4 people. For example, as you can see the screen, who are the people that we have? We have Margaret, Mead, and then we have Chris and Donald, right? And then we have Cloud, Levi, Strauss, and then we have Max, Weber. We have 4 people. Your job is to identify among A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Which one is the matching phrase? Which one is something that each of the persons said, right? What did Margaret Mead say? What did Max Weber said? What did Cloud, Levi, Strauss said? Okay, that is the matching phrases exercise. Of course, before we start scanning, always take a look at the key terms. Keyword, underline, 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 all the time. You see that when you do reading, you underline all the time. So these are the keywords that you may want to use to help you find the information. Now we'll start. In the 2 paragraphs here, first, you will need to identify where the persons are, right? Of course, you want to know what Max Weber says, you have to know where to find him. And because these are people's names, capitalized, very simple to find. So I think that it's going to take you like less than 10 seconds to find out all of the people by taking a quick look at the passage. Now we see Margaret already, we see Max Weber, we see Cloud Levi, and we see Chris and Donald already. It will be very easy for us to find which statement they said or which phrase matches them. Okay, let's start with the first one. The first paragraph talks about Margaret Mead. A, B, C, or D, which one matches her ideas? Okay, now if you look carefully, you will see that according to Margaret Mead, culture consists of share, patterns behavior by Margaret Mead, for example. So what is the best answer? Share behavior, right? And the answer is going to be A. Culture is something which is embodied in the way groups behave. Of course, they won't use the same words. They don't say that A, share behavior. Too easy, right? But they use a different structure. The way groups behave, that means the share patterns of behavior. Share means inside group. That's it. Man, the IELTS sometimes can be very tricky. I tell you. Next, we will have this little paragraph about Levi Strauss and Max Weber. Which one matches which one? Go. Now, what does Levi Strauss said? According to Levi Strauss, alright, we said that a culture is a product of implicit beliefs, and according to Max Weber, who is above him, well, man is an animal suspended in webs. Webs. It's like a system, right? Of significance he himself has spit. So now this is kind of an abstract image, but you're gonna have to find the best interpretation. And your answer for Levi Strauss is, the answer for Max Weber first. Max Weber said that it's an animal suspended in a web of significance. So the answer will be C. The societies create networks of meaning. Now, why do we know that this is the correct answer for Max Weber? Because networks is referred to as the webs. Web implies a network. And you see the website, internet, right? Network of significance, of meaning he himself has been. Alright? Now, Levi Strauss. Culture is something which arises from a group's belief. How do we know it arises from a group's beliefs? The verb arises is strengthened, is replaced by a product of something. So again, they use different words and different phrases to express the same meaning, and you will have to try to understand what the meanings are. That is the point. Last one, for Chris and Donald. Which phrase best matches these two guys? Go. Okay, I think it's very simple. If you look carefully, you're gonna see that what people say to explain their cultural behavior and what really drives this behavior are often widely different. Now, according to Chris and Donald, people think in a different way, but the reality is a little different. Then your answer is gonna be B. The reasons people give for their are often different from why it originally developed. Okay, that's it. So again, I wanted to stress different words, different structures. You gotta try to understand what can be a good paraphrase of the given phrase. Okay. And so in this short video, we have been talking about the two small skills, matching the headings and matching the phrases. In order to match the heading, you gotta look at the keyword first, and then scan the headings, and then look at the topic sentence of the paragraph. Normally the first one, but sometimes the second one. In order to do phrases better, you have to, again, identify the keywords, right? And then start scanning, start looking for information, find where the people are, and then try to see what their opinions are, and find a good paraphrase of the phrase. That way you can do these kinds of exercises very easily and very effectively. Thank you very much for joining me with this video. We have read a little text about culture. I want you to review this video and do the exercises that follow in order to have you deal better with matching headings and matching phrases. I will see you in video number 7. Bye bye.